Thank you. I'm Will Hall, and I want your vote so we can protect the environment, improve transportation options, strengthen our economy, and protect our neighborhoods. First, the environment. My wife and I grew up in King County. We treasure the mountains. We treasure Puget Sound. I've spent years working on sustainability issues around the region. You may have seen my Prius hybrid outside, or noticed that my recyclable cardboard yard signs wilt a bit in the rain. They'll hold up for another 3 weeks, I hope. When I first came to the City of Shoreline Planning Commission, I was appointed 5 years ago. I worked on updating our environmental regulations so that they protect Puget Sound for the first time. And I did that in a way that also protected the property rights of the people who live on the water by not requiring a buffer in a place where it wouldn't make sense because the area is fully built out. This year, the City Council asked the Planning Commission to update our tree regulations. And again, we'll be holding a public hearing, trying to find the right balance between protecting our trees and protecting our private property rights so that we can all keep the things that we treasure in this community. Next, the economy, a common subject tonight. We need experienced leaders in our City Council. We're going to need them to get us through this tough time and have us emerge in the upcoming recovery as a more efficient and more effective city government. I have 10 years of business experience, including owning and operating my own small business. And last year I helped Snohomish County close a $20 million budget gap without raising the general taxes. We're going to need to have folks on our City Council who can exercise that kind of discipline and support our jobs so that we can grow our jobs and our economy here, build the tax base, and that way we can maintain our services without having to put more pressure on the private property taxes. Transportation. The city's already done some great things with transportation. The interurban trail, the Aurora corridor improvements, but we need to do more. We're going to get bus rapid transit up and down Aurora, and eventually we're going to get light rail. But we need cross-town bus routes, we need more sidewalks, and we need more bike lanes to connect our community. Now I want to spend a little bit of time talking about protecting our neighborhoods. As a volunteer on the Planning Commission, I've participated in over 100 meetings dealing with land use issues in every corner of this city. The big issue right now in Richmond Beach is Point Wells, and I'm the best candidate to help you with that. Now you may have heard some people say that I can't help with Point Wells because I work for Snohomish County, and that would be a conflict of interest. That's not accurate, and I'm pleased to have this opportunity to clear that up. I've got a letter in the back from my boss at Snohomish County that outlines how we have avoided a conflict of interest. I have not and will not do any work for Snohomish County related to Point Wells. I do have the permission of my employer to work on behalf of Richmond Beach and the City of Shoreline. I have been working with our planning director and others, and I will continue to do that to make sure that Richmond Beach's concerns are addressed and accommodated in whatever happens there. When the City Council voted 7-0 to oppose the urban center designation, it happened anyway. That approach was a good approach, but it wasn't effective. So now the best thing for all of us to avoid something awful at Point Wells is going to be to work together, get involved, sit down at the table, and make sure that our concerns, traffic, the size of the development, the impact it's going to have on our services and who's going to pay for that. We need those concerns to be addressed, and I am the best person to help you with that. I have the land use expertise, I have the regional relationships with elected officials and staff throughout the region, and I've got the credibility to be able to sit down and find a solution. So those are my goals, and I'm honored to be endorsed by a variety of organizations, and it shows how I can work with people across the entire community. The King County Police Officers Guild, the Cascade Bicycle Club, Washington Conservation Voters, the Master Builders Association. Now you might think the Conservation Voters and the Master Builders Association have opposite views on things, but they both endorse me because they know that I'll listen to everyone in the community and I'll understand their issues. I'll bring people together, and I'll do that as an independent voice. And by doing that, we're going to be able to get past some of the problems that have divided our city in the past. They see my experience and my regional connections as a real asset to this city. And that's why I want to run for City Council. That's why I am running for City Council. Come to think of it, I'm up here now. I love living in Richmond Beach. I live right up the hill. And I want to take that experience and my relationships in the region and put them to work for us right here on our City Council. On the Planning Commission, I've gathered input from hundreds of people and helped create a brand new vision for the City of Shoreline, and now I'm asking for your vote to help make that vision a reality. Thank you so much.
I guess it's always nice